Welcome back to Magic Tricks with Excel. And after all these videos and all these awesome formulas, we are ready to recap, look at a couple of magic tricks, and then take a quiz. So here we go. Let's start with our recap. So what we learned in Excel chapter 2 was a bunch of different types of references and why they are useful. We saw a couple of examples where different types of references, absolute, relative, and mixed, are very useful. We also learned a little trick on how to create a series of data when needed, when we were fooling around, and that resides on a special tab. I'm not going to say which one because there may be a quiz question for that. We also looked at the error checking group, and we looked at the error checking group with a couple of very cool real examples where we had to correct errors. We started learning about functions and what is the syntax of a function, and we also reviewed help and how we can use it to our benefit. We did discuss about debugging. What if I make a mistake? How am I going to know this? And what should I look for in my function dialog boxes to validate my functions? And of course, we talked about names. We talked about cell names and why these are there and why they are useful. We talk about logic versus emotions when we reviewed logical tests and if functions. And we haven't looked at nested functions or learned how to learn more functions. So these are the couple of things I'm going to show you right now, and then we will be fully done with Excelish formulas and functions. We're not going to be done with Excel yet. So here we are now, and let's see how we could use nested functions. This if example, if is one of my favorites. So I'm going to use the if example, and let's say that your mom did not have a very good way of keeping track. One time she wrote Y, one time she wrote yay, and that all these Y, yay, and yes meant yes, you did the job. But now if we were using our normal if formula and our logical test was just if B2 is equal to yes, and then we would make money, or else we would not make money, then if we would autofill this formula, even though the formula would be correct, we would not make money even though we did mow the lawn. So that would be so unfair, okay? And as you can see, if I show the formulas, the formula is perfectly correct, okay? It's the same one that we had used in our original example, but now I have multiple values for yes, I did the job. And I may even have multiple values for no, I didn't do the job, but let's say that I know all the values for yes, I did the job. They are either yes, or Y, or yay. So at this point, I really need, instead of this simple logical test that is if B2 is equal yes, I want to have a way to have multiple logical tests, like if B2 is yes, or B2 is equal to Y, or B2 is equal to yay, then give me the money, please. So how can I do this? Okay, there's a nice cell to test a little bit. Okay, it seems like it's going to be a logical function, or let's say I have no idea what it's going to be, okay, but I want to have a function that encompasses or, the logical or, because I said the logical test has to be yes, or Y, or yay. Logical OR test here So I'm starting with my logical OR, and here's what I need to do. If B2 is equal to yes, or B2 is equal to Y. Have you noticed that this is like a dynamic function, and it grows as I add more arguments? I can have as many arguments as I want. Is that super cool or not? Or if B2 is equal to yay. So this way I'm covered. If B2 is equal to yes or y or yay, then I'm okay. So now this OR formula, I can use it and nest it inside my logical test. So I'm gonna go here, insert function, and instead of this dummy logical test, I'm gonna put the whole OR function. So I'm nesting. I am putting one function inside another function at the proper spot. So this OR function also outputs logical results, true or false, logic versus emotion. And here I am set and so happy, because if I use my autofill, of course I need to check, and I get my money. That logical OR nested function as a first argument as a logical test encompasses all the possible ways that my mom has said that I did the work. So you can imagine that here in this logical argument you can have multiple logical functions that can be resulting to yes or no. You could even have a calculation. If B2 plus B3, so in this version that we had numbers, so if B2 plus B4, for example, was greater than, so calculations, B2 plus B4 as your logical test, and that can work as well. So think about the possibilities. Now you can combine anything with anything, as long as you understand syntax and what is about every function. And now a little bit more fooling around would be, look at all the options, look at the math that you can avoid doing or confirm by using the math and trigonometry. Look at how you can learn how to learn. Insert a function gives you help for only the math and trigonometry functions. So you can use cosine or ceiling or to take the ceiling of a number or round, and you can learn on your own using help how to use this function by using nice example. This seems like it's a round up function, and you can use all of these different functions without me even teaching you how to do these things. Okay, you can do exactly the same with text. My favorite is concatenate, so you can get text from different cells and put it together. This is so cool. You can do so many things with text. I don't even know. I'm gonna go to help, and here with help insert function I have help for all the text functions. So text converts a value to text in a specific number format. So if you want to convert a value to text or vice versa, I mean, all of these crazy things, change your text to upper, lower, all of these options that I didn't show you, now you know how to use this just because you understand basic function syntax, you understand how to use the help, and you also understand how to combine just because you understand the basic function syntax. That's it. It's awesome. I invite you to teach me more functions. You can explore these yourselves. So, you know, I mean, you can convert a number to a text using a currency format, and we can get the number 10, 14, and have 2 decimals and click OK, and here we go. I mean, this is so cool. This is so amazing. So all of these different things that you can do with your different functions, nesting functions, all of these things that we've learned, use it, use it, use it. Get your math and accounting homework confirmed through Excel. Use these accounting formulas when your instructor allows you to use them with Excel. Work smarter. Work with Excel. Be productive with technology. Work smarter, not harder. So with this, I will let you enjoy the quiz, and I will see you next time with Excel Chapter 3.